Welcome to the time tunnel. Got some atomic marbles. Get into it. Now here's my atomic marbles. Now you can tell from the one on the right and the one on the left, they're a little different colored, because the one on the right is the one I actually exposed and played with, and the more you expose them to heat and light, the lighter they'll get and try to return to normal. But we'll get into that on the packaging. These are the Hanford atomic marbles. These were given out pretty much at field trips to the Hanford Science Center. And we'll get into what the Hanford Science Center was. Alright, so what was the Hanford Science Center? Hanford Science Center was a place where you could go and they would show off the stuff they're kind of doing out there at Hanford. Science, that kind of things. Get to mess with some of the things they have to use and stuff, and they had great big models of the plants and stuff. It was a pretty interesting place to go to when you're a kid, that's for sure. And what they had were these atomic marbles and other things like this they would give out to us. And you could, if you can read, it's just pretty much this glass was put into a gamma radiation source, cobalt 60, and it is completely free of radiation. It pretty much got its molecules changed, and that's why it's like a root beer brown color. You can see, of course, already got one up there, and kind of hard to see, but they are a root beer brown, just basically. This is a one-time deal. It's something that'll never happen again, of course. Hanford Science Center is long gone. The Reach has some of them, and the Reach has some of the things from the Hanford Science Center, but not all of it. The robotic arm, all sorts of things like that we got to play with are all gone. A lot of the big models, too, that they had over the plants are gone. I'm not sure who got them. Interesting story about that arm, robot arm in this picture, is when I was in school, they watched you like a hawk when you were playing with that robot arm. You could stack bricks and do little games in there and stuff, but I guess some kid came in there and really played hell with it and broke it. And so they'd watch you on that one, because it cost them a lot of money when it broke. I have never seen that robot arm ever again. Sadly, it never made it to the Reach or any of the museums, and I'm not sure where it went. It might have went back into service for all I know. And they had computer games out at the FFTF, Fast Flux Test Reactor. See, originally the Hanford Science Center was basically located at the Federal Building in Richland, Washington, and then it was moved out to the FFTF reactor, and that's where I like to go the most. That was the funnest one. They moved it out there, and it was a great place to go. They had computer games, they had all sorts of things, plus you got to check out the reactor while you're there, really see it. And then they moved it back into Richland, into the same building, into the Federal Building, and then it closed down. This is my little keepsake, pretty much. The atomic marble. These atomic marbles really cause some problems when they're sent off as gifts. You could imagine. A few of these were sent off to family members down south, other places, and some schools actually evacuated over thinking they had a real atomic marble, and they were scared the hell out of these things. Even though it explains that it's completely safe, they still had to call and confirm, some of these officials, that these were safe to have. And still, these always never really really made people think they're very safe, but they are completely. There's no radiation in these, but they are a interesting thing that you'll never see very much unless you're in this area. Here in this area, they're a common thing to find, but out of this area, no. Around the world, no. They're very rare in that point, because this was a one-time deal. So anyways, this is a little bit about the atomic marble and the Hanford Science Center. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you tune in soon. Have a good one.